Yo, what is going on, everybody? Duncan701 here, back with another daily upload. And in today's video, I'm going to be going over the top 5 worst maps in Call of Duty Zombies. I did do a top 5 bests earlier, so definitely be sure to check that one out. But this is going to be the top 5 worst. Now, not saying that these first few maps are terrible. Once we get lower down the list, they will be terrible. But for now, I'm just going to be talking about them and why they aren't as good as all the other maps. If you guys like this, definitely be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. And without further ado, let's get into today's video. So coming in at the number 5 spot, I have Dead Ops Arcade. Dead Ops Arcade brings it to the roots of your classic arcade game, you know, top down. You use the analog stick to shoot, which I thought was quite creative, given that it's based on an arcade game. Now you guys might be thinking, what is so bad about it? One of the main problems I have with it is that it's one hit and you're dead. You know, the other games, it's 2 hits. If you're playing Black Ops 3, it's 3 hits, and Juggernog makes it 5 hits. But this one hit and you're done. And it does speed up the process a little bit. It does. If you're wanting to do a quick 30-minute stream, go ahead and hop onto Dead Ops Arcade, because it is something that you can play to pass the time, but not something you could play for a week straight. It just gets boring and repetitive after time. And it's completely random what you're going to get. It is completely random. The setup is completely random. And that's one of the other things I don't like. You can't set up a strategy. You really can't, because it's completely random. But just minor things that they could have changed. So that's why it's at number 5 spot. It's just those little tweaks that could have made it better. Coming in at the number 4 spot, I have Zetsubo no Shima. Zetsubo no Shima is probably easily the worst map from Black Ops 3. So you guys might be thinking, why'd you put it at number 4 and not lower if it's the worst map in Black Ops 3? Because trust me, there are worse maps than this. You got the zip line, you know, it's been a while since I played the map, but you know, you got a zip line that has more glitches than the entire game. The entire game of Black Ops 3 has less glitches than the zipline in Zetsubo no Shima, okay? You've got so many glitches with the spider. This is a glitch-filled map. And even with all the patches, there are still glitches on this map. But that's really all there is to say. That's why it comes in at number 4. It's just, man, there are so many glitches with this map. And if it didn't have any glitches, it'd be a decent map, but because of all those, it has to fall on our worst list. Coming in at the number 2 spot, or sorry, that Zetsubo no was number 4. Coming in at the number 3 spot, I have Verrückt. Not talking about the Black Ops 3 version of Verrückt, I think that map is really good. We are talking with the World at War and BO1 remake of it. It is very, very difficult. It's going to take you a while if you want to get to those high rounds. It's all based on luck. And one thing that I find incredibly stupid about it is that one of the hardest, probably the hardest map in Call of Duty Zombies, they put the worst wonder weapon ever. In the Black Ops 1 remake of it, they put in the Winter's Howl, which I'm not going to explain what the Winter's Howl is. I will make a top 5 best and worst wonder weapons list. You will find out there. But they put the worst wonder weapon of all time. Probably not of all time, but just saying, it's a terrible gun, and they had to put it on one of the most difficult maps when they could have put the Wunderwaffe, you know? They could have put the Wunderwaffe in the remake. They could have put the Thunder Gun in the remake. Any other gun would have been would have made it better, and probably not on this list. But because they put the worst wonder weapon, I had to put it as number 3. It's difficult, and no gun will help you past round 25. Unless you're one of the god players, and you just know everything, and you know how to do it incredibly. So that's all I have to say. It's just really difficult, and just not a very great weapon choice. Coming in at the number 2 spot, we have a Black Ops 2 map, and that is Die Rise. This was the first DLC to come out for Black Ops 2, which was honestly, it did not meet up to standards. I mean, everyone was so hyped for Black Ops 2 Zombies, and it's by far one of the most memorable Zombies experiences I've ever had. But the first DLC just killed it. Die Rise just killed it. You got so many things that you can fall and die off of. They did make the trample scheme, which did help a very little bit, but it's still very tedious trying to get, to all these places and not fall off the map. And probably one of the worst things is that they teased PhD Flopper. They teased PhD. So not only did we not get anything good out of that, but we were never given a new wonder weapon unless you count the Sliquifier. Unless you think the Sliquifier is a wonder weapon, then yes. But if you don't count it as a wonder weapon, nothing was added to that map. Nothing new. You got the jumping jacks, which are the most difficult, and not difficult, but annoying thing ever. And if you don't have the Bowie knife, and you want that free perk, which I will make a video explaining how to get a free perk, it is just so annoying. It takes so freaking long to set up on that map, unless you have money in the bank. And that's why it also makes it to the worst maps, because the bank ruins this map. You can get completely set up on round 1. You don't even have to kill a single zombie if you know what you're doing. You just go down, you take all the money that you need out of the bank, and you set up. It is so easy, but at the same time it is so difficult because of all the things you can fall off of. That's all I'm going to say about it. I'm going to save my ranting for number 1. And coming in at the number 1 spot of the worst Call of Duty Zombies maps in history, I have, wait for it, you guys all know this by now, it is Transit. Okay, where do I even start? Okay, so you've got the bus driver, which is actually pretty okay, You got Ted, not a bad character. You got a brand new crew, which I actually enjoy that crew. I think it's a pretty good group of people. But you got these buildables like crazy. The Easter egg takes so long to do, and it is so time consuming, and you get nothing for completing it, except for an achievement. If you want that achievement, go ahead and do it. But that's the only thing you get from completing this. And the tower lights up. The tower changes colors, and you get an achievement. That's all that you do. And don't even get me started on the jet gun. You have to spend at least 30 minutes going all the way around the map, picking up all the parts that are literally scattered across every nook and cranny of the map. And once you pick up the pieces, the only place that you can build it is town. The town buildable part is the only thing that you can build it at. And that is why it comes at the number 1 spot. It is just a terrible map, and I do not recommend you play it. Sorry for the camera movement, I got really frustrated. Like, I actually put my hand down and moved the camera. My apologies. But yeah, that's gonna end up the video. If you guys liked it, definitely be sure to hit that thumbs up button so I know to make more. And subscribe if you're new. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.